What's up, guys? It's Benny. Time is a flat circle. President Trump, 10 years ago, standing on the stage at CPAC before announcing he was even going to run for office, was asked about Bill Clinton, and he shocked Sean Hannity and the entire crowd at the convention by saying this.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how the turntables have turned. Now, Sean Hannity, on his show, has allegedly broken the news that there is a truckload of Epstein documents that have been delivered to Trump's Attorney General, Pam Bondi. We're going to get into all of it, but let's start at the very beginning, right back at CPAC last week with Pam Bondi on our program, telling us that she had documents on her desk. Now, this, of course, created a fever pitch on the internet and with curious minds all around the world saying, what are those documents? Please release them. Pam Bondi told us the release of those documents would be imminent. Unfortunately, this is what we got. A goofball binder that had declassified written across it, given to influencers at the White House as they laughed and danced with it. And, of course, the documents inside contained nothing. No new information. Old information that had already been redacted. So it was actually spitting in the face of Pam Bondi. I'm not happy about this, and I don't take this lightly. Nor should, of course, you pose smiling with a binder full of the names of allegedly abused and raped victims, small children and women. But anyway, the point is that I don't think that this is a funny stunt. I'm upset at this, and many people were rightly upset at this. Pam Bondi was upset as well, and she wrote a letter saying, the FBI is apparently withholding a mountain of evidence from me. The Southern District of New York field office has all of the goodies on Epstein. Now, this is the same office that was run by a man that said we're going to dig in and fight wartime battles against President Trump. This is behaving entirely and totally outside of the constitutional boundaries of how a office for the FBI is supposed to behave. You follow orders, right? When somebody asks for you to give them evidence, you give them evidence. Pam Bondi is saying that all of those photos we have of Epstein's hard drives and pictures and CDs and boxes marked evidence and insurance policy, the terabytes of information, apparently that has been holed up at the Southern District of New York FBI office. Kash Patel came over the top saying, yeah, we got to fix this. There will be no cover-ups, missing documents, no stone left unturned. And anybody from the prior bureau that undermines this will be swiftly pursued. If there are records that have been hidden, we will uncover them, and then we will bring everything we find to the DOJ and assess the transparency for the American people. So apparently, Kash Patel has begun that process, starting with Pam Bondi this Sunday, saying that she now has confirmed that there are more documents and that there were people who were withholding them from her, saying, I will find out who they are and they will not be working for us anymore. Well, ding dong, tick tock, head of the FBI field office in New York, James Dennehy, was forced to resign following the accusation of the Justice Department regarding his withholding of Epstein documents. FBI official out after criticizing Trump pursuit of agents who were investigated January 6th and also withholding Epstein evidence. Dennehy famously wrote a memo saying colleagues need to dig in when the new administration requested information. Okay. Also in this rat's nest in the Southern District of New York is Maureen Comey, James Comey's daughter, lead prosecutor at the Southern District of New York during the Epstein trials and during the Ghislaine Maxwell trials and during the Diddy trials. Are you starting to see a trend here for Maureen Comey, who looks like James Comey in drag, right? Perfect. Yes, of course. Of course James Comey's daughter is still working at the FBI. What do you think's going on here? It's called deep state for a reason. This man who urged resistance to Trump and to dig in is now fired, allegedly, for concealing the Epstein files. If Kash doesn't start getting this under control, nothing will change, many people were saying. And now this man is out. Well, last night, Pam Bondi was in the chair at Sean Hannity's show and dropped a massive bombshell. She said that a truckload of Jeffrey Epstein documents and evidence has been delivered to her office. She is currently getting through them. Obviously, like, we want to be realists here. There's going to be names of victims and stuff, I guess, that you don't want people who cooperated with the feds, whatever. But how fast does it do? Just run it through AI, right? How long does it take to get done? Let's freaking get this done. Here's Pam Bondi from last night on Sean Hannity's show. Full circle. Here we go.
And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, you know, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept. Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m., thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Kash is also, now that we have Kash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Kash is going to, Director Patel, is going to get us a detailed report as to why the FBI withheld all of those documents.
Okay, I want to be clear because I think people got frustrated because they were expecting more. You were expecting more, and you didn't find out less than 24 hours before the release. You got a whistleblower that confirmed that there were way more documents that they were supposed to turn over, and then you found out just before that.
Well, sure. And you're looking at these documents going, these aren't all the Epstein files. You know, there were flight logs, there were names and victims' names. And we're going, where's the rest of the stuff? And that's what the FBI had turned over to us. And so a source said, whoa, all this evidence is sitting in the Southern District of New York.
Yep.
So based on that, I gave them the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. Kash is going to get me and himself, really, a detailed report as to why all these documents and evidence had been withheld. And, you know, we're going to go through it as fast as we can, but go through it very cautiously to protect.
Okay, so this interview is obviously breaking the internet right now. What do you think? A truckload of evidence delivered to the DOJ. Pam Bondi has been in law enforcement her entire life. If she says a truckload, I would take it to be accurate. Pam Bondi is the person who made it a capital punishment crime to abuse a child in the state of Florida. She cares about this issue dearly. I can say that from personal experience. I live in Florida. We know Pam Bondi. What is happening here is obviously the deep state's revenge. They find this as an opportunity to embarrass the new Trump administration. They're trying to do so. We want arrests and perp walks, some are saying, on the internet. This is clearly the most viral clip. What do you think, man? Tim Pool saying, I'm skeptical. Prove it. Release a single page right now, and then get the rest when you have it properly stored and vetted. Prove it. Prove it. And that's what I believe, too. I believe, like, now it's the time. The evidence that was released in the binders has been around for years. Now is the time to prove that you have something new and that you can deliver. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.